Hi, this is my scavenger hunt project. I'm doing it on Windows Media Maker. My camera died halfway through, so I had to use my cell phone to take pictures. So, this is my first time using Windows Media. Bear with me. my microphone is kind of off too. So, okay. I actually had a lot of fun doing the scavenger hunt. It was really cool. I enjoyed looking at all the different artists and their art, and what I really enjoyed about it was that you could interact with them and you can ask them questions about, why did you do this, or why did you choose to do that? I think it means this. Does it really mean this, or is this just my interpretation of it? So, it was pretty cool. I brought my boyfriend with me, and we had a fun little day in St. Pete. He's a scientist, so sometimes I think art eludes him most of the time. So, and I just don't think he always just really appreciates it. But it was cool taking him around and watching him actually enjoy some of the stuff. Like, he really liked the different sculptures, and he found some of the painted art actually really interesting. So there is something there for everyone. So I thought that was really cool. My first thing that I saw that intrigued me was a jeweler, and this is the artist that I used who made artwork to be used because it's jewelry. His name was Michael Stevens, or Steffens. I think it's Steffens. Dyslexia. Yay. Anyway, he had really cool jewelry. It was, how do I put this? He took junky things and then made it into jewelry. Things that were probably broken and then turned that into jewelry. Like he had lenses from old cameras as necklaces, and faces to watches as earrings, and all this other sort of cool stuff. Let me show you. Like I'd mentioned before, there is the camera lens necklace, which I really, really want. And they have this other sort of mathematic ruler thingy that is a necklace as well too, and earrings that were face watches, or faces of watches. And it's all really cool and absolutely amazing to me. The one thing that I'm really upset about is that I took a bunch of other pictures of just like wall or desk decals, or not really decals, but desk tchotchkes, I guess, that he did, and one of them is really, really cool. All of his, jewelry and knickknacks and things are very steampunk inspired, in my opinion. And he had a bunch of model guns in the steampunk fashion, so that some of them had like little attachments on the back where you would hold liquid, some sort of like liquid something, just steampunky, and it was really cool. He also had a revolver that looked very much like Malcolm Reynolds' gun on Firefly, so my boyfriend's getting that hopefully for Christmas or his birthday. Another artist that I found was a sculptor, and her name is Karen Adamik, or Karen Adamik, I believe. And she did some really cool sculptures that both my boyfriend and I really enjoyed. You know, sculpting, manly art. That's what he loved. When we walked around here, is all the sculptures and stuff. So, manly art. But she did a lot of interesting work, and I will show it to you. This is a horse, and my favorite part about this horse is down at the bottom, the metal roses, because roses are my favorite flowers. Yeah. This, again, is a horse. All of this woman's sculptures are made out of melted down metals, most specifically railroad spikes. This is a spider planter, and I've decided that I need this because it's adorable. And Morticia Adams. I need this in my life. Yeah. I know, I really like to state the obvious. You know, it's a horse and a spider. Yeah. Captain Obvious right here. I really like the sculptures because it's very different, and they were I'm finding what's so amazing is that people are talented enough to take materials that, you know, are just there and then make art from it. So I really liked the sculpture of the spider plant because it was adorable, and I'm Morticia Adams, I guess. But I thought it was cool, and again, it's all reminiscent of steampunk type stuff, so I really like that. And my third scavenger hunt found item listing was an artist who does a woodcut etching or engravings. And I found an artist by the name of John Furches who does etching. And what he does is he etches his drawing into a metal plate, and he takes the metal plate and he smushes it on top of paper, and then he paints it into watercolor. And I'm not a big fan of watercolor, but that's just me. I did realize that by using the watercolor, he was able to keep the amazing amount of detail that he had in his nature paintings. One of the things is that, okay, so this is one of the artists that my boyfriend really enjoyed, the scientist. He actually is very into botany. He's a botanist, or ecology and stuff, so he's been taking a lot of botany courses. And my boyfriend was looking at a picture that the guy did of a leaf or a palmetto bush. I don't know. I'm not a botanist. But the detail on this leaf was incredible. You could see the ribs and the veins of the leaf, and you could also see with some of them that the leaf was bent. So it's just absolutely amazing, the detail that he had in a lot of these pictures that he did of plants close up. Like one of my favorites, and I didn't get a picture of this because it was too blurry, or that he had a picture of a rose, and it was a wild rose, so it was opened up, and most of the time, which I personally don't understand because wild roses are absolutely gorgeous, he had the pollen. You could see the pollen on this rose, and it was just magnificent. So I thought he was pretty cool too. I don't really have a bad thing to say about any of these artists. I thought they were absolutely amazing. But the next artist number 4, I believe, on the list, was that I had to find an artist that did mixed media or a collage. And I found an artist that he did multimedia. And what he did was, his name is Bill Miller, easiest one to pronounce, yes. He used print and photography. The technique was interesting. It didn't appeal to me as much as some of the other things that I saw, but it was cool what he did. It was pretty cool. It's not something that I would decide to put in my living room personally. What he would do is he would take a photograph of a picture, and then on the side that would all be him painting or drawing in the rest of the photograph on the sides and the edges. Like I said, I am impressed by his skill and the fact that he would go and do this, but it's not something that I would hang in my living room. I thought it was really cool. He was very talented, but the type of art and the molding of photography and, drawing didn't appeal to me that much. So, my next, artwork person is, let's see, it's my 4th one, or my 5th one. Yes, my 5th one. That's what it is. 5th. Yes. It's a guy who is with his artwork. His name is Ed Myers. He was really cool, and he was very nice, and he allowed me to take pictures of his artwork and, with me of his artwork, and I'll show it to you because it's really cool. His name is Ed Myers. Thought these were very innovative and just different. And I asked him how he does these, because this is a digital media. And what he does is he takes pictures of wine and puts them in the computer and then digitally manipulates the female silhouette into the artwork. If I had a couple $100 just laying around, I would totally buy this. It was actually really funny because I stopped to look at his artwork in his little booth, and my boyfriend was standing next to me, and I kind of whisper in his ear, I'm like, look, it's a female silhouette, and he goes, oh, that's what it is. That makes this more interesting. So, I really liked this guy, and I really liked his art. He was really nice, and I find it mind-blowing that with even any of this, that someone would just kind of pick up a wine bottle and think to put a female silhouette in the wine glass, or any of it, really. I have one more picture or little montage to show you because I really enjoyed this woman's pictures. I'm not really sure why, because it was just or it's just a what's it called? It's just a it's just a valley of flowers. So it's not really anything that big or earth-shattering. I found them very beautiful. And this is Lily Delgado. She paints mostly landscapes. My favorite one was that came out blurry. On the other ones, can't see it. It's on the top left-hand corner. It's blue and yellow flowers. I think what it is I'm mostly attracted to the colors and the darkness that she shows. Like, she has very happy paintings, and then she has very darker ones. And like this one has all of the pretty colors and deep reds, but it's still very dark. And I just found all of her paintings absolutely amazing. They were all just very well done. I really loved all the different colors that she had in her paintings. Like, she had dark blues and yellows, and that first one with all the reds and deep colors, and just the grays with the different blotches of pinks and reds and, rubier colors, or those colors. I can never remember what they're called, but she did very pretty landscapes, and you could actually feel, I mean, I didn't, because, that's bad. And on a side note, I was having issues in the museum and even walking around not touching things, which I know is really bad, but you could actually see the texture on her paintings because she layered the flowers and like paint was coming off. It was very Van Gogh. Uh, I just I really think for me what it was that I was attracted to the different styles of landscape. She had very happy, pretty ones where you looked at and you just saw happy. And then she had very dark and gloomy ones, which Morticia Addams again is what I was attracted to. Like that gray one, that last one, that was one of my favorites. I thought that was just beautiful. Um, all in all, I really enjoyed the day. It was an amazing experience. It was a wonderful day. It wasn't really hot. It wasn't really cold. It was nice. And to walk around and do something different for a change and not be stuck in my room or the library studying, and going out and exploring the world and exploring art was fun. It really was cool. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to send an email along with this and have the the names of the artists, because I know I butchered them. I do. I know. I know I did. So, thank you for listening to my spiel. Have a good day.